Yesterday's favorites with today's country hits.
Listen to Country Coffee every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, right here on JD Foxx Radio.
Welcome to the Country Coffee Show. I'm Michael Wade Cullison, and we are live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. We are on rooftop here in Germantown, just outside. Actually, we're looking at the skyline here in Nashville, and I've got the one and only JD Foxx joining me this morning. Good morning, JD.
It's so early.
Yeah, you look a little rough.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, and we didn't even have breakfast yet.
Where's my coffee?
Well, I did get you a coffee. It should be here.
I can't work like this.
It's actually on the other side of the table.
Oh, my. I can't work like this. How do you do this?
It's fun.
It's early. It's why I work at night.
It is. That's why it's called the Country Coffee Show.
Can you tell I just woke up?
Yes. Well, we're going to tell you all about a lot of fun that we've already had here in Nashville.
We have had a lot of fun.
Yes. But we're going to start the music right now. We've got George Strait and Troubadour.
Right here on Country Coffee. I've always wanted to say that.
Okay.
I still feel 25 gone.
JD Foxx Radio.
All right, it's the Country Coffee Show live from Nashville, Tennessee, and we're on the rooftop here, and it is already toasty. It's hot.
Are we allowed to be up here?
Yes, we have special permission.
Oh, good.
Yes. But it's neat because we look out over the skyline, we can see the Batman building.
Right.
And then we've got a really good view of the football stadium from here.
Yes. It is really beautiful. Nashville is a beautiful city. Mm-hmm. If you get a chance to come out here, and if you love country music, seriously, I recommend it
it's
because
fun.
You're going to love it.
Now, yesterday we had breakfast at the Funky Griddle, and that was an experience because they bring you the ingredients, and you have a griddle on the center of your table.
Yes.
And you cook your own breakfast.
And it was amazing. You cooked pancakes.
And I had an epic fail on one of my flips.
Which, we have video of that?
Yes, we do.
We can put that on the website so everyone can see that.
But I learned as we went. And then you cooked eggs and sausage and hash browns.
Hash brown, yeah.
You went the full buffet you had cooking there. You took up most of the griddle.
I tried to keep my hash browns to the side, but
it's a neat experience because you get to cook your own breakfast, and it's kind of like a fun atmosphere. And the best part is you don't have to clean up.
Yeah, and that was the best part because no dishes, not griddle to scrub. And what did your producer found that place?
Yes, she did. She did a lot of research, and she put together a lot of fun stuff for us to do this week that we'll talk about. But she's had a rough night last night. She's still fast asleep. She's not even up here to take pictures of us on the air.
Nobody's producing this show today.
No, we're running without a net.
Without a net. Hey, let's get back to the music.
Yes,
because you do a music show, don't you?
Yeah. Well, sometimes we play some songs in between the chatter.
Go ahead. Yeah,
well, we got the Judds up next, and what is it? Why Not Me?
Yeah, I love that song.
Right here on JD Foxx Radio.
You've been looking for love all around the world, baby. Baby, why not me?
Hey, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and gram us on Instagram.
What?
Or whatever the kids use nowadays. JD Foxx Radio. jdfoxxradio.com.
All right, so it's kind of cool. We're staying in a little part of what's kind of like an up-and-coming area of Nashville. A lot of revitalization. I think I said that close to right.
It was like revitalization, sort of. Yeah, it was close.
We're in Germantown, and it's kind of neat. It's a real chic, like, industrial area. All of the apartment complexes look almost exactly the same.
Yes.
They have an industrial look to them.
But it's not a bad thing. That sounds bad, but it blends. Everything is blended.
You say it's not a bad thing until we try to find where we're staying on our way back.
That's only after midnight.
Yes, but
that Patsy Cline song.
It's kind of like an artist area. There's yoga places on every corner,
yes.
And then on the opposite corner of almost every street is a little coffee shop. We don't quite fit in because all of the men have long beards and are wearing skinny jeans,
and they're half half our age.
Yes. So if we lived here, we'd have to change our entire lifestyle. But it's a neat, fun area. It's really cool. I like this area. Now, right next door to where we're staying is a great place to eat. It's the Butchertown. What is it? Butchertown smoked meats.
Yes.
And we got some smoked meats.
We did.
Yes.
And it was quite tasty. They know what they're doing.
I got the Texas link, and then you tried to get ribs, but they were out.
Sold out because we got there late. So I got the chicken.
Yes.
And the chicken was unbelievable. We'll talk more about chicken in a moment.
But what makes it special is they cook all of the food on oak. They have oak, and the oak was piled up everywhere in the restaurant.
Yes. And what's special, even more special, if I could interject this, is that unfortunately, we smell that every day because it literally is right there. You can't see it, but it's right there.
Right next door.
And it's irritating because now I'm hungry.
Well, it would be a tough place if we lived here permanently. Tough not to be in there every day.
It's a great place.
Yes. Well, we got Chris Ledoux up next and Cadillac Ranch right here on the Country Coffee Show, live from Music City.
Well, the well went dry and the cow did too. Daddy didn't know what.
All right, Hank Williams Jr. and Born the Boogie.
I'm sorry, I was dancing in here. You do a lively show, Michael.
Well, we try to keep the music upbeat on the Country Coffee Show to kind of wake everybody up and start them off with a great weekend.
I have to do that in my show.
Yes. Well, speaking of great, we had a great time the other day with the local Taste of Nashville. Another great thing our producer got us to partner up with, and these are great folks. We had a small, intimate group, and they do several food tours through different neighborhoods in Nashville. And this was through the Gulch neighborhood, which they explained to us that this also is a new up-and-coming neighborhood here to where it's everything. Everywhere we looked, there was some kind of construction going on, something new being built. But it was a neat place. We did a food tour. We stopped at a whole bunch of different restaurants and tried different foods. And the cool thing is they always call them food tours, but it really doesn't do it justice because Kristen gave us the history of everything. I mean, we even learned why it's called Nashville.
Why is it called Nashville?
It was General Nash?
Yes.
Was he a general? I knew he was military.
He was a general in the Civil War.
Yeah, but he founded this whole little town here, and there was some fur traders here before that.
Yes.
And so we went through the whole history, and we even went back to like the Civil War up to World War II and everything. So it's a lot more than just a food tour. So anytime you're in any town, check out the food tours. But when you're in Nashville, definitely check out the local Taste of Nashville because they're so personal and so informative. And the guides are just so nice. They answer every question, and they really do know everything. In fact, I learned from her that when you're here, you're not supposed to say Nashville, it's Nashville.
That is not correct.
That's how she said it.
That is not correct.
You didn't hear her say it that way?
It's Nashville.
She said Nashville.
Listen to how Blake Shelton says it.
Yes.
It's Nashville. Another fun fact about that, it was founded in 1779. But do you know what day? Or specifically, what eve? There's
like what Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
No, what eve? Like it's a famous eve.
So Christmas Eve?
Yes.
There we go.
Unbelievable. You got that.
Speaking of me getting Nashville trivia, during the tour, she gave us an impossible trivia question.
Yes.
And, guess who got it right?
Of everyone on the tour, it was you, and I knew you would get it.
Yes.
You didn't get it right away.
She said she's been given the tour for years, and no one has gotten the correct answer.
But
and
our savant.
Did you see the look on her face when I got it right?
Everybody stopped, and we're like, and she looked at me. I said, I told you he's a savant.
The question was, who coined the phrase for Maxwell House Coffee, good to the last drop? And the reason why is because Maxwell House Coffee started here in the Maxwell House Hotel.
Yep.
And she looked around, and everybody had blank looks on their faces, and JD said, oh, he'll know. And I looked at her and said, give me a second. It was a president? And she's like, yes. And I was like, Roosevelt. And she's like, oh my gosh.
That's when everything stopped. How did you know that?
Yes.
And also, it was the cup was locally produced here in Nashville at, guess what, the Maxwell House Hotel.
That's what I just said.
Did you?
Yes, just said that.
The whole thing?
I just said that.
Oh.
All right, before we get in any trouble, here's Toby Keith and Crystal Keith
Turn
and
my headphones
Mockingbird.
Hi, this is JD Foxx. Thank you for listening to JD Foxx Radio.
All right, Country Coffee, live from Nashville, Tennessee. We've got a little bit of a cool breeze, but it is a warm morning here in Nashville. It's been hot all week. But we can't complain about the weather. We've had no rain. We've had clear skies, and it's just been beautiful. Part of the food tour we did in the Gulch area, we got to meet a celebrity. Yes, we went to the Colt's Chocolate, and Mackenzie Colt, who's the owner, did a few seasons on the TV show that we all know, Hee Haw.
Love that show.
So as we were tasting the chocolates there, Mackenzie came out and met us, and it was neat because they were playing on a loop episodes of Hee Haw in the little lobby there at the chocolate factory. And it was neat because we got to meet the person that makes them. We got to talk about Hee Haw, and she quizzed us on Hee Haw, and that's when you shined because you knew all the Hee Haw trivia.
Yes, Buck Owens, all of that, even the songs.
Yes, she was impressed.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite shows growing up as a youngster. I love that show. And she really was a genuine pleasure to me.
She was. It was cool that she even took time out of her day, came out, and told us about all the chocolates and about the, what were they, the gooey pies?
Yes.
Well, no, I'm sorry. The proper name is, they're gooey because that's how they taste to us.
Right.
But I think they call them chest pies, right?
That's right. And do you want to tell the story now,
yes, we can tell that because there was a writer that came to the area, and because they make these pies everywhere.
From the New York Times. And he's not from the South.
Right.
So he don't understand the Southern twang.
Kind of the twang, yeah. So everywhere he went, they were serving him one of these pies. So he asked the waitress at the place he was at, well, what's the deal with these pies? I'm getting them everywhere. And she meant to say to him, it's just pie.
It's just
pie.
Yeah.
But he misunderstood her accent and printed the recipe in the newspaper as chest pie.
Like chest, your chest.
Yes. And so it's been called chest pie ever since, which is kind of a cool story.
Now you know how it got its name.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Well, we got Morgan Evans up next in Day Drunk, and I think it might happen here in Nashville.
Let me finish my coffee first.
Yes, I'm going to check your coffee. Okay, Morgan Evans and Day Drunk right here on the Country Coffee Show.
We bought that champagne for New Year's. We got.
Listen to the JD Foxx Show every Friday. The JD Foxx Show. From 7 to midnight Eastern. With a sneak preview Thursdays at 7 p.m. Right here on JD Foxx Radio.
All right, Michael Wade, joined today by JD Foxx.
Still early, Michael.
But you know what I really want right now? We had them yesterday from the Biscuit Love.
I thought you were saying another beer. I'm like, it's kind of early for that.
No.
Oh.
We went to Biscuit Love, which is it's kind of like a big thing here in the area because when you ride around, you can tell which restaurant you got to go to because they got the lines.
And when you say the name to people, they're like, oh, yeah, you've got to go to that one.
And Biscuit Love is right there on the list. Yep. And we went, and they're famous for what's called a bownut. And
what?
A bownut.
Yeah.
And a bownut is a kind of like a donut and a biscuit put together. And we had ours served on top of some fresh blueberries.
And a sauce.
A little sauce. And then they had like a little cream on top of it. Yep. And it had that crispy, like fried outside layer and like some maybe cinnamon and sugar on top.
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm craving it right now.
And then that's when Kristen said, come on, we're done. We have to go to the next stop. Come on, JD, let's go.
Oh, boy.
I didn't want to leave.
You didn't want to eat it fast either. You wanted to eat it slow and savor it. But the thing is, we each got one, and it's kind of the size of like one of those munchkins, those Dunkin' Donuts munchkins.
Yes.
But really, it's so rich in flavor, and with the blueberries and all, I don't think I could eat a whole box of munchkins. No. I don't think I could eat more than 2 or 3 of those.
No, that's like a delicate dessert.
Yes.
That you have to have one, maybe 2.
Yeah.
But you can't eat a whole box of them. Yeah.
Really, really good. All right, so why I'm sitting here craving my Bonuts.
You prop me up beside the jukebox.
Yes.
Do you have that lined up?
Joe Diffie is next, right here on JD Foxx Radio.
Well, I ain't afraid of dying. It's the
Yesterday's favorites with today's country hits.
It's the Country Coffee Show. Michael Wade here with you, live from Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm joined by JD Foxx. And we're on the 5th floor, but you can still hear traffic whizzing on by.
And
people drive fast here.
They do.
Yes. And we've been using Uber and Lyft to get around town.
Because I'm cheap? But you won't say that on the air.
No.
I called you out.
It's amazing because all of the Uber and Lyfts, I think, like, 60% of the time have been Mercedes.
Yes, I feel
really
it's a
nice cars.
Thing. Yeah,
yes,
it's amazing
and quick.
Tell them what we rode in yesterday.
Oh yes, we had our own private limo. It was one of those party vans or party buses.
Yeah,
and it was just us.
It was black. It was shaded out, air conditioned, video on the screen. It had the LED light. It was beautiful,
and it was just our crew, just us. We were picked up by the folks of Barrels of Fun here in Nashville, Tennessee, and they gave us our own personalized tour of a couple distilleries. We even had some beer, and then we went to a winery. We'll talk more about those places in just a moment. Right now, we got Zach Brown Band and Roots right here on the Country Coffee Show.
My first best friend.
Country Coffee, Michael Wade, joined by JD Foxx, and we were talking about the Barrels of Fun tour that we did yesterday.
I know why they call it that.
It was Barrels of Fun.
It was.
Well, it was like a 6-hour day,
yes.
And actually they extended it for us yesterday, but our first stop was the Craft Distillery, and what a neat place. Again, you think Barrels of Fun, you think we're just be riding around drinking everywhere, but no, more education.
It was a lot.
We learned so much. We got a whole class on distilling yesterday. It was amazing.
And
from
the science of making
everything.
Yes, it was amazing. This guy was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was a chemist, and he actually worked in forensic science for the police. And then he now does this, and he has it.
And you know, Michael, one of the things about that guy is the first we came up with the same word describing him. The same word we came up with on our own was passionate.
Yeah, he was so passionate about all the products they make, and they do some gins and different rums and everything. And then we went, he has hanging up on the walls in there. They have the print shop here in Nashville that prints all of the little concert signs and everything.
Yep.
And every concert he's seen in the Ryman Auditorium, he has the poster hanging up in there for it.
Yep.
And he's so into Nashville, he actually got married in the Ryman Auditorium.
Yes. I think he's been here for, 22, 23 years?
22 years, yeah.
He's originally from Canada.
Yeah.
From our Canadian listeners. And he is totally into what he does. I've never met someone more dedicated, more passionate in doing what he does than that guy. It was
and the
amazing.
proof is in the pudding. It shows in the product. We tried some gins, we tried some whiskeys, and it's all made 100% right there in the building. And he stopped everything he was doing and took us through the step-by-step process of distilling to where I almost think I could work there tomorrow.
We actually got to get up on the step stools and look into the barrels or into the
tanks and everything.
The tanks,
He took us through step-by-step of each process. Really, really, just really cool. So craft distilling, you got to stop there. It was neat. And it was craft because it was a hands-on, handmade product. Really, really neat.
Yep.
So we're going to get right back to the music. We got Randy Houser and Anything Goes right here on your home of yesterday's favorites with today's country hits, JD Foxx Radio. All right, it's the Country Coffee Show here in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's getting hotter.
It is.
You would never know that this is September. It feels like it's, like early August or late July.
We picked coming here during this month because it's going to be cooler. We can walk around without, heat stroke.
Yeah.
No.
I took us on a trek the other day, and everybody on the crew said I was trying to kill them. And literally, we had walked like 7 blocks, and everybody looked at me like I was torturing them.
Mind you, tell the whole story. It was in the direct hot sun, humidity, and it was uphill both ways.
And I wouldn't allow any of you to stop for water.
No, it was like torture.
So we left on our tour with Barrels of Fun. We also went to the Corsair distillery.
Yes.
And that was neat because it was in a building that used to make the Marathon car.
That building was unbelievable.
It was neat because a lot of the equipment is still there. And that's when we looked on the sign, it was really, they only made the car for about 4 years.
Yeah, it's this huge, long brick building that's still standing. It's just the history in that building. Describe what was inside the building.
It was neat because the equipment was in there, and then all these little antique shops and little artsy shops. In fact, the guy from the TV show, American Pickers, they have a shop in there.
They do, yeah. We didn't get a chance to go down there, but it's amazing that
it's huge.
It is. It's huge.
It's this giant, long building, and it's just shop after shop, and then they even have a winery in there.
Yes.
And we skipped that. That's amazing. But it was neat. They gave us a whole tour there, and we got to taste all the different spirits they make, and they have they kept kind of like the whole feel of the building, even in the distillery. So everything is original as far as the structure and everything, and it's really neat because it's a big history there. And then along the walls, they give you the history of the factory of making the marathon cars, and they even made race cars there. Yeah. It was really, really neat. Just the history.
How they did.
I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look some more of that up.
They looked fast.
They did. It was just a neat shop, and the fact that the equipment all looked pretty like it didn't look that old.
Yeah.
But it was neat. We had some great products there to taste, and they even make beer there too. It's a brewery and a distillery.
Yes.
And the cool thing about them is you can get those in a lot of parts of the country. The Corsair stuff. You'll recognize the label. It's got 3 guys on the label in tuxedo shirts, and I asked the question about the label, like who the 3 guys were, thinking maybe it was the 3 owners or something like that. And they told me that the owner was in Scotland, and he was in a bar, and he stepped outside to make a phone call, and he saw these 3 guys get thrown out of the bar.
3 Scotsmen.
Yes. And then they stood up and decided to strut down the street as if they didn't care that they just got thrown out.
I know that feeling.
Well, he thought the image was so cool, he redid it and put them in tuxedos, and that's what's on their label of every single bottle they produce.
Yes,
really, really
cool.
neat.
And what I thought was funny is those 3 Scotsmen have no idea they're famous here in America.
No residuals.
If they were to come here and say, that kind of looks like, wait a minute, that looks like us.
They probably don't remember that.
They probably don't. You're right, yeah.
All right, we got Jake Owen up next, and I was Jack, and you were Diane.
No, I was Jack, and you were Diane.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
That out, yeah.
Right here on JD Foxx Radio. We are continuing here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're sweaty.
But this town is so much fun. It's worth the sweat.
It is.
It really
and we
is.
ventured outside of town yesterday at the end of our Barrels of Fun tour.
We went south.
Yes. We went to the Arrington Winery. And why is that important, you ask? Well,
why is that important?
Has a very famous owner. Yes, Mr. Kix Brooks owns the Arrington Winery.
Is that the same Kix Brooks of Brooks and Dunn?
It is.
Wow.
And I'll tell you, even if he didn't own it, it's worth going there. The wines are incredible.
And it's, 100 acres?
Yes.
It's a beautiful winery.
Really is. The grapes were full. All the vines were full. And we actually could walk down and check out. They have a great tasting room, great staff.
Yep.
We got to taste a whole bunch of different wines. Then they have a whole area outside where you can sit either out by the vines or in the wooded area in the shade. And when you park your car, they have little golf carts that take you up to the tasting room. Really friendly people. I mean, our limo dropped us off right at the front door.
Right at the front door, yeah.
Yes.
And I think they have wedding receptions. There were a lot of events going, like private events going on there.
Well, we had a band playing for us while we were there. And that was neat.
Wasn't Brooks and Dunn.
No, it was not Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah, I guess they were busy.
No. We tried some great wines. I tried, what was the wine? Actually, I got the bottle sitting right there. What is that bottle?
That's the...
Antebellum. I had the Antebellum, and it was a red blend, and that was really good. And we polished off that bottle. You had the Encore.
The Encore.
Yes.
Now, don't tell that story.
I'm going to tell the story.
No, gosh.
Because we're going through the wine list, and JD says to me, "What's this? What's KB? What does that mean on this wine? Why is it called KB?" And I was like, maybe Kix Brooks. Yes.
I'll be over here.
Yeah. And but he ended up buying the Encore because it was the highest alcohol percentage.
That is not why I bought it.
Well, it tasted good.
It tasted delicious.
It was like a port.
Yes.
Yes. So definitely, that's part of the cool thing about the Barrels of Fun tour is they take you all over. You get to experience a lot, and that was just really, really neat. We spent, and they gave us extra time there because I think even they were enjoying themselves.
They were, and it was a beautiful place to just sit back back and relax.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. Put that on your list of things to do. That's the one thing. A lot of people think of just the honky tonks on Broadway when they're in town, but no, we discovered that there is a whole nother part of Nashville.
Yeah.
And we haven't even got to East yet. Everybody's telling us, don't forget East. We've heard that everywhere we've gone. Make sure you go to East.
Yeah.
So apparently we're doing that.
They used to call it the dirty side of town.
Yeah, but no, they told us, don't forget East. We got to head east, young man. So we're going to do that. Well, we talked about it, so let's do it now. Here's Brooks and Dunn. And what track are we going to play, JD?
Mama, don't get dressed up for nothing, right here on JD Foxx Radio.
She said, hey, cowboy, get off of that cow.
On the air, everywhere. jdfoxxradio.com.
All right, Michael Wade here with you on the Country Coffee Show, joined by JD Foxx. And we've been talking about foods and everything, and we have yet to try, but it is on the list tonight. We've got all kinds of different recommendations, but it's a food you got to try in Nashville, and that is the hot chicken. And so we've asked people where to go, and it seems like everybody we ask has a different recommendation and a different place they say we got to get the hot chicken from. Yep. So it's going to be tough to decide. But what we're going to do is we're going to narrow it down, and we're going to keep our poll going and ask everybody. And then we're going to go there tonight, and we're going to try it on your show this evening.
Right.
Well, I say we're going to try it. You've already bailed out, and because we're going to go with the hottest, and the hottest they got on the menu.
You're going to go with the hottest.
I'm going to do it. Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I'm doing it. So whichever place we decide, and we did hear the story about the, well, let's say the mythological story of how hot chicken got its start and where it came from.
There's
why
a
it's
story
such a big.
behind
There
it?
is.
Wow.
So this guy whose last name was Prince, he's cheated on his wife.
Oh no!
And his wife was upset. And he came home.
Yeah.
And his wife had made his favorite meal of fried chicken.
Fried chicken, right?
But
Southern
she took
fried chicken.
all the seasonings that she had and put them into the batter and cooked them into the chicken and fried it into the chicken to try and really just ruin his favorite meal.
Right.
The problem was, Mr. Prince loved it.
It backfired on her.
She stormed out and left him. He called his friends over to taste this amazing chicken.
You got to try this chicken.
And they all loved it. So then they tried to recreate it as best as they could and ended up making a restaurant. There's still a restaurant down here called Prince's where they serve the chicken.
I wonder if that lady is still alive and thinks back and says, that SOB.
Well, there's more to the story.
Oh, there is. I'm sorry.
Because she got remarried.
Oh.
And she had a daughter. The daughter got the recipe from the wife. And that restaurant is also down here, and that's Hattie B's.
Oh.
So they say theirs is better because they got the recipe right from the source, didn't have to guess at it.
I think we should go there.
Well, that's maybe what we'll do.
Okay.
Now, the problem is they have a chicken there, a chicken sandwich.
Right.
That they have the different levels of hot.
Kind of like in Buffalo, New York with the wings, yeah.
Well, the level of hot they have is the hottest, and it makes me scared, but I'm going to go for it because I promised. That's the shut the cluck up.
What?
Cluck like in chicken. C-L-U-C-K.
Oh.
Yes. So you're saying I should go for that tonight?
I think you should. I think you should shut the cluck up and probably play the next song.
All right, we got Daryl Singletary, and I'm living up to her low expectations, which kind of fits with the whole story of the hot chicken right here on JD Foxx Radio.
Found myself some brand new friends. Took up a
So tonight, we talked about it. We're going to do the JD Foxx show starting at 7 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, I was going to take a nap.
Yeah, well, we're going to try and wander up and down Broadway a little bit and visit some of the honky tonks. We've gone down and done a little bit of walking down there, and it's kind of cool. And kind of cool. It's really cool. And it's just kind of a neat experience because all the bars are just in this strip up and down the two sides of the street. And everybody's real friendly, and it's an atmosphere that you have to experience to understand.
If you've never been to Broadway in Nashville, to describe it, you walk. The bars aren't very big inside.
Right.
It's kind of a strip.
But they're
thing.
tall.
They're tall. There's usually 3 levels of most of them. But in order to entice you to go in, the windows are open in the front to where you can almost reach in and touch the drummer.
Yeah, most bands, most bars that we have in other parts of the world, the band is in the back.
They're
of the
in the
bar.
back. You walk in.
Well, all the bands here are in the front, right in the window.
Yeah.
So as you're walking down the street, you get right there's the band, right there in
and
the
the windows are open.
Yeah.
So you
it's
hear
really
it
cool.
loud and clear.
Yep.
It's an amazing experience, and you're like hooked into that song. It's like, I like that song. Well, let's go in.
Yeah. And the thing is, most of the groups playing in the bars, they don't get paid.
All of them don't.
They work for tips.
Yep.
Yeah. So
None of
it's
them get
important.
paid.
Have a little cash on you.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next? We're going to do Darius Rucker and Friends.
Yes.
Straight to Hell.
Straight to where?
Hell, it says here.
Is there a highway for that?
I'm just reading what's on the list.
Okay. All right.
I grew up just west of the tracks. Holding me.
Yesterday's favorites with today's country hits.
All right, Country Coffee, live from Nashville, Tennessee. Another thing we've seen a lot of down here, but we're not going to do. It's not on our list. It never will be on our list.
Wait, what?
The pedal bars.
Oh.
We're not doing it. But they are fun to see. And there's several of them that go up and down Broadway and ride around the streets. It's a whole group of friends pedaling this little pedal bar, and they're drinking and singing and just having a great party.
But there is a sober driver.
Yes, there is a sober driver.
Well, you have to pedal it and drink.
Yes, and they ride up and down the streets, and it looks like a lot of fun. It's just not for me.
It looks like they're having a lot of fun,
Yes.
but I think if we got on it, we'd have fun for the first 20 seconds.
Yeah. There's another one that maybe we could try.
What's that one?
It's the tractor that's going up and down the street, and it's got a little wagon behind it, and everybody's singing and having a good time.
You know what? When I saw that, you know what my first thought was? That tractor looks sexy.
Oh, gosh. Well, it's funny you say that, because that's our next song.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yes.
There's a lot of fun things you just see. There was horse carriages going up and down the street, too.
All lit up like Cinderella carriages. It was neat.
Yeah. I mean, there were so many sites just in downtown, not to mention the suburbs around this city. It is a great city. So you said you had it.
We got Kenny Chesney, and she thinks my tractor's sexy right here
love that.
on JD Foxx Radio.
Fields in the hot summer sun.
That's a little closer to me. It's closing time and love's on the scene.
And we talked a little bit about Broadway. The other cool thing about going up and down the strip, and it's kind of like a change here in Nashville.
Wait, my headphones aren't working. You said up and down the strip?
Yeah, up and down the
Oh,
strip.
I thought you said something else. I'm
No.
like, no, wait, no.
Well, isn't that what they call it, the strip?
Turn my volume up a little. Okay, thanks. I can hear now.
Okay. Oh, boy. I'm sure we're driving a semi-sober engineer back at the station crazy with our levels.
As long as it's not
Anyway,
ocean.
as I was saying, as you walk up and down Broadway, is that better? You see a lot of the honky-tonks are now associated with artists themselves,
Yes.
like different artists. Even Kid Rock they're opening up a steakhouse. We saw him building that, Kid Rock Steakhouse.
Under
Jason
construction.
Aldean's got a bar. Luke Bryan's got a bar.
Alan Jackson's going. He's had one.
Alan Jackson, I think, has been the longest.
Yes.
Alan Jackson's Good
The
Times.
last time I was here, I know you love this story. They didn't have all that 5 years ago. I mean, these are it wasn't like artist-themed bars. They're popping up everywhere now.
It's neat. And then there's new ones with signs going. I think Jason Aldean's just opened like a week or two ago.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Luke Bryan's, if you don't know it right away, because it just says Luke's, it doesn't say Luke Bryan.
Yeah.
But we walked past there, and that was happening. And up on the roof, boy, they were really
Rooftop
partying.
is the place to be.
It is. If you can make it up the steps, that's the place to be. That's where the party's at.
I've had many a fun time at Tootsie's Rooftop. Let me tell you, boy.
And the cool thing is, if you go into the bars, most of them have some local beers. And we've tried to do that everywhere we've stopped, is to try some of the local beers. And that's been a lot of fun. And the Yazoo.
The Yazoo is delicious.
That's been our hands-down favorite everywhere we've gone.
And you can't buy that where you live for the most part. It's only like a Nashville thing or Tennessee thing, and it's delicious. So you want to take it home with you.
Yes. Well, speaking of celebrities and bars, we Blake Shelton's got one down, the old Red, and we've got Blake Shelton up next. It's Doing What She Likes right here on JD Foxx Radio.
She likes it when I come.
And welcome back to Country Coffee here on JD Foxx Radio. It's not your host, Michael Cullison. It's JD Foxx with Michael Cullison.
I am here.
It's the other way around, actually.
I was actually refilling my coffee.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm like, the song's ending? Come back. And I can't do this by my side. Nah, it's fine. You know, you were just talking about all the name bars of the country stars, and my idea, I don't know if I should put this on the air, it's a little controversial, is there was some kind of little empty space next to Blake Shelton's place.
Yes, it was empty.
I thought to myself, I could give Miranda Lambert a call and say, hey, there's some, not tell her at first.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to, kind of build a little bar, put your name on it, and just don't tell her where exactly it is. And
the Miranda Lambert We Could Be Friends bar.
Yes.
It's perfect.
But once
now that you say that, I think about it. All of the bars down here that have celebrity artist names, they're all males.
You know what? I noticed that too.
That's odd.
Huh.
I think we do need to talk this. Maybe Reba should have a place down here.
I think she should.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. Dolly would be perfect.
She would, but she's busy doing the Dollywood thing. But do you think Miranda would get mad if with the location-wise?
Well, to make sure she's not mad at us, we're going to play Miranda Lambert now.
Okay, good.
And the Little Red Wagon song. I love this song right here on JD Foxx Radio. Someone called JD Foxx Radio and said I was condescending. That means I talk down to people.
Yeah, I was just hanging out. Some.
All right, so we do have more plans for today. We're going to be doing later today, or is it tomorrow? No, we're tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We're doing a distillery.
Just don't forget I got that nap coming up.
Yeah, we've got another distillery tomorrow, and we're going to the Bellamede Distillery. We're going to taste some bourbons there.
All right.
Also, we've got on the docket, we're going to the Wax Museum.
That's fun.
Wait, I've been practicing saying this. The Madame Trousseau. No, that's wrong. Trousseau's.
I think
Madame
the T is
Trousseau's.
silent. Try it again.
No, it's not Rousseau's. It's Trousseau's. Well, we're going to the Wax Museum. Thank God it's inside, because if it was outside today, everybody would melt.
I wouldn't make it for tonight's show.
No. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to get our pictures taken with some wax figures. Yes, that should be fun.
You think they'll pose for us?
Well, yeah, I think they will.
Come here, Elvis. Stand still.
All right, we got Keith Whitley up now, and quitting time right here on JD Foxx Radio.
It's quitting time. Quitting time. Time to
Speaking of food around here in Nashville, because I'm getting hungry.
I'm sorry.
And
go ahead.
I'm thinking about what we're going to do for lunch today. And I'm thinking we should go back to Peg Leg Porkers.
I can't not laugh every time you say that.
Yeah, Peg Leg Porkers. That's his name.
Why is it called Peg Leg Porkers?
Well, he does have a peg leg. Well, he's got one leg. And his friends call him Porker. So it's Peg Leg Porkers. And they do barbecue.
And there's a pig as on
because they cook pig there. They cook pig there.
And the pig on the picture has a peg leg.
It was so good. It really was.
It was, yeah.
It was the pulled pork sandwiches we got there when we were doing the food tour. But they had all kinds of other food there. And they do pickles that they soak in Kool-Aid. And it's the first time I've ever seen it. We didn't have time to try it. But the more I think about it, the more I want to do it.
We're going back.
Yeah, pickles soaked in Kool-Aid. We're going to give that a try. I hope it's not the Jim Jones Kool-Aid.
No. Oh, gosh. Let's get back to the music.
Yes,
hey, play that song that, what's it, with the wife standing at the front door with the rolling pin in her hand? What's that one?
Vince Gill, One More Last Chance, right here on JD Foxx Radio.
She was standing at the front door, and I came home last night.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
JD Foxx Radio.
All right, Country Coffee, JD Foxx Radio. We are rooftop here in Nashville, Tennessee. And I see why they call that building the Batman building. It does look like Batman.
From a distance, and at night, I'm Batman.
Yes, it's really cool. It's like looking over Gotham.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gotham City.
Yes. But being up here on the rooftop, we've run out of our shade. Yes, it's all gone. We started out in a little corner of Shade, and that's where we set up our little broadcast area.
It kind of irritates me a little, Mike. She's your producer, so not mine. But the thing that kind of like irritates me is like, JD, you're going to do the show with Michael today. I'm like, I have to get up in the morning. But I said, all right, well, I'll go out to the pool and do the show with Michael. She says, no, rooftop. We're going to the rooftop. I'm like, why can't we just go out to the pool?
Apparently the signal is much better up here.
Oh.
So it worked out.
And it's a lot hotter.
I'm going to have to change my shirt as soon as we're done. Yes. And speaking of food and restaurants, yes, we mentioned earlier, Kid Rock is opening up a steakhouse here.
Yes.
I think it's kind of neat.
It's probably going to be delicious, too.
Yes. And speaking of the heat, it's a perfect song because we've got Kid Rock and all summer long right here on JD Foxx Radio.
It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair.
All right, Nashville, Tennessee. No singing. We're back on the air, JD.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stop turning my headphones down. I can't tell. We don't have a light.
By surprise.
I wasn't singing Blue Skies.
Another thing I want to talk about, and because I almost forgot, is the people here in Nashville that we've met. From the Uber drivers to the Lyft drivers to the people in the restaurants.
They are all mean as hell.
They're not. Everybody has been
mean.
super friendly. Everybody you pass on the street gives you a big smile and says hello.
Yes.
Everybody has just been really, really polite and just unbelievably friendly. And everybody asks us where we're from, what we're doing, how long we've been in town. Everybody gives us suggestions of things we should try and something new. It's just been really, really just neat to just meet some of the great people.
We're not really used to that.
No, it's a different feeling.
Yeah, it's a little rare kind of where we're from, but it's good to see that. It's called Southern hospitality.
Yeah, strangers approach you and
genuinely nice.
They want to meet you and talk to you right off the bat. And it's a little, it takes you by surprise at first, but no, everybody is really, really just outgoing and friendly, and it's really just neat. So it's another part of the charm of what is Nashville, Tennessee, and I like it a lot.
I love this town.
Yes. And what do we got next? Something simple. It's SIMPLE.
No, wait. Let's just go with that.
Yes, it's Florida Georgia line, and it should be simple right here on
Did I
JD
spell it
Foxx.
wrong?
No, you did not.
Okay, good.
The way your fingers fit mine is fine. Used to be.
And the one thing we haven't, I can't say completely haven't done yet, and that's run into any celebrities here in Nashville, because we did meet Mackenzie Colt.
We did, yes.
Yes, and she's a celebrity. She was on Hee Haw, and she's had some songs.
Right.
But I hopefully we'll run into somebody.
Well, I'm not going to say the person's name, but I did text a person or two. They
Yes, you
have
have
to return my text.
I'm wondering.
Well, I don't want to call. I don't want to be imposing.
But you're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Yes, so we'll see. Hopefully, sometime the next couple days, we're going to meet a celebrity. Yes, besides ourselves. Because we were recording some spots out on the street, and people were walking up to us going, "Who are you?"
Yeah, are you guys famous? Because we had microphones in our hands and on Broadway. Yep. And one lady just stopped and watched us, and I was getting a little nervous because we do our show inside in the studios, and we don't have an audience generally.
Not used to that.
And it's a different feeling.
It was.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
Yes. Well, we got Alan Jackson up next and Tall, Tall Trees right here on the Country Coffee Show, live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee.
If you want to drive a big limousine,
JD Foxx Radio.
Now, we didn't physically see any celebrities, but on our food tour, they did point out some celebrity homes to us.
Yes.
And that was neat.
Yes.
Yes, we saw where Taylor Swift's Nashville home is.
Which I already knew.
Whew, that was way up there, too.
It was. She lives in the penthouse.
Yes, way up there. And that's the thing, is the whole, even if we waited 6 months and came back here, everything is going to look different.
It is, yeah.
There is so much construction going on and so much in the little neighborhoods just changing that this is my first time here, and every street has got something going on.
This is like my fifth time here, and the last time I was here was like 5 years ago, and I'm not lying when I say it's so different I almost don't recognize it.
Yeah, it's wild, and it's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
It really is.
Because newness is growth, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
The city is vibrant. It's a great city.
And they're getting a Major League Soccer team here, they told us. They're putting in a soccer stadium. We went past the minor league baseball team, the Nashville Sounds.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat. And every morning we wake up, look out the window, we see the Tennessee Titans Stadium. That's real big right there.
It is, yeah.
So it's lots of sports going on, lots of music, great food. Just Nashville's just awesome. It's a great place to come. It won't be that long, and we'll be back. And we'll be saying, but where'd that come from? That wasn't here last time.
That wasn't here last time, exactly.
So what do we got up next as far as music? Oh, this is a good one because we've seen his face everywhere down here.
Willie
Nelson and City of New Orleans right here on JD Foxx Radio.
Riding on the city on.
So, JD, have you thought about what our plans are for tonight? Because I'm thinking I might need to take a nap in between shows just to have full energy going
tonight. I think you need to change your shirt.
I do. I have a little bit of a stain.
Barbecue stain on your white T-shirt.
It's actually from that from the coffee this morning.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh,
I got a little bit of a shake carrying things up here, and I got some coffee right over the front of me.
I think a nap is in order because I'm not used to getting up this early. I don't know how you do it.
Yes.
But don't tell Ocean this, but I usually take a nap around noon.
Oh boy.
Well, okay. 12:30.
That's how he gets away with it. Okay.
And then I get up in time to do the show.
So we're gonna try and do some breaks from down on Broadway itself tonight.
We're doing the whole show there.
Oh boy.
I'm bringing you with me.
Oh boy.
You're coming with me to do the show. If I have to get up and do, you're doing mine with me.
Okay.
It'll be fun. You'll love it.
Okay. So pay attention tonight. It's 7:00 Eastern. We're gonna be on the JD Foxx show,
which is 6:00 here.
The time change has thrown me off a little bit.
It is. Let's change that T-shirt.
I will. Before tonight, I'll change.
Please.
All right, coming up next, we got Tim McGraw, and I like it. I love it. Want some more of it.
And change that T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, the barbecue stain. Well, it fits for the song.
Spent $48 last night at the
And welcome back to Country Coffee here on JD Foxx Radio. It's Michael Wade Cullison. That's not me. I'm JD Foxx, and I'm just not used to being up this early in the morning. Up on the rooftop, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day.
It's not early anymore. It's almost afternoon.
It is. It's still early for me. I usually get up around noon and then take another nap.
We got blue skies, pretty skyline.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
You know, the last time I was here, Michael, I did the tourist thing. I had to go to all the Country Music Hall of Fame, and we went in there, walked around. The one of the ladies that works there came up to me and said, I'm like, oh, maybe she might want my autograph. I don't know. She says, in 20 minutes, can you guys go downstairs? We have a special surprise for you. And I wanted to know what it is. So I said, well, can you tell us? She goes, well, if you really want to know. I said, yeah. She says, Tanya Tucker is making a surprise appearance here down in the lobby. We'd like you to come see her. And she's telling the guests in the Country Music Hall of Fame this, and just walking around. So I walked downstairs, and it was around Christmas time, and she played all her hits.
Wow.
Delta Dawn was one of her first ones.
That's cool.
First ones, and just people were singing along. It was like almost like an impromptu thing, and it was great. Tanya was a wonderful sight to see, and maybe we'll get to see that again.
I want to see somebody.
Yeah.
Even if it is Tanya Tucker, and I won't call her Tanya.
Is it Tanya?
It's Tanya.
She got mad at me the last time I mispronounced.
Did you say Tanya?
I might have.
Oh, my. All right. JD Foxx Radio Country Coffee, Michael Wade and JD Foxx, and we're going to be thinking about lunch in a moment or something, because it's getting close to the noontime, and Mike Ocean to step in.
Yeah, I'm out of coffee, too. It's time to move on to something stronger.
Yes.
Baby, you know me well. You know I mean what I say.
All right, Michael Wade Cullison, JD Foxx, and
hold on, I'm on the air. I gotta go. Yeah.
You're taking phone calls.
I am.
Look at this.
It's important.
It must be.
It's a lady that's complaining that you haven't done the traffic yet.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know what? It's cool to do the traffic from here, because unlike the studio where I've got to lean forward and look out the window, here I can just look over the railing here and see the traffic going by. And surprisingly, actually, I can look all the way to downtown.
Almost to Broadway.
Straight down. What street is this running right here?
That is 3rd Street.
Third Street, yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking down 3rd Street, and there is a good amount of traffic.
Yeah. But it's flowing smoothly.
It's flowing smoothly. So driving down 3rd, feel that breeze.
Oh, yes.
That's nice. So the traffic going down 3rd Street is smooth, but I can guarantee you one thing. After the other day, we will not be walking the length of 3rd again.
No, because you tried to kill us.
Yes, that's what they're telling me. I tried to kill them. Oh, boy. We got Charlie Pride up now on Mountain of Love right here on the Country Coffee Show on JD Foxx Radio.
Standing on the mountain, looking down on the city.
Yesterday's favorites with today's country hits.
So today we're gonna wander the streets a little bit, check out some more sights and sounds, and have some fun here in Nashville. No big plan right now, but I don't know. When our producer wakes up, I'm sure we're gonna get a list.
We'll have a list of stuff to do.
She's worked hard though. She really did put together some neat stuff for us. So we have to give her kudos for that.
We'll give her a golf clap for that. She really did. I do give her credit for some fun stuff.
This next song, by no way, says anything about what we were just talking about. There is no segue here because we've got Shania Twain.
Is that the song with the dirty word? No, you said Shania. Okay,
no, it's Shania Twain, and that don't impress me much. No segue there because we are impressed by everything here in Nashville and the itinerary that our producer has put together for us for this trip. We have had loads of fun right here on JD Foxx Radio.
I've known a few guys who thought they were pretty smart.
All right, Country Coffee, JD Foxx Radio. We're getting close to the end of our Nashville broadcast, but don't worry, we'll be back tonight. What do you got?
I'm sorry. Usually, I'm getting phone calls.
Oh, boy.
Why are they coming to me? I have no idea.
Because my phone's
just
off.
Called and
I turn my phone off while I'm on the air.
A guy just called and said he hasn't placed his order yet.
No, that's right, because they're waiting for me to place my lunch order.
We're not in town.
No.
I'm on the air. I got to go.
They're missing me.
So what is up with that?
I don't know.
Is that why my credit card bill is so high? Oh, my gosh.
I am really hungry, though. So
he called and said, okay, will you be back next week? I said, yeah.
Yes.
Michael will be back next week with my card, apparently.
Yes. So,
to order.
I'm going to buy lunch for the whole crew today.
Well, you're going to have to now that I found that out.
All right, so we got Sammy Kershaw up next and Cadillac Style right here on JD Foxx Radio.
Well, I ain't Burt Reynolds and I ain't Tom Selleck.
JD Foxx Radio. JD Foxx Radio.
All right, Michael Wade, live from Nashville, Tennessee, the Country Coffee Show, and I am joined by JD Foxx.
Oh, yes.
You look tired.
I am exhausted.
Well, we made it through the whole show, and I do promise I will return the favor tonight and join you at 7 o'clock Eastern for a little while.
Make a quick phone call real quick. I promise this will be quick. I know it's our last break. Hello, is he there? Did he show up? He is there. Okay, all right, good. And he's all right, well. All right, as long as he's there. I'm sorry. I was checking to see if Mike Ocean showed up.
He did?
Because I heard he was mad.
Oh, yeah.
He was madder than an old wet hen because he didn't get to come.
Oh, boy.
Somebody's got to hold down the fort, and apparently it was him.
I think he enjoys it when we're not there. I think it's a lot more fun for him.
And there's cat hair everywhere. When we get every time we leave, there's cat hair everywhere. What's up with that?
So we will be back tonight on the JD Foxx Show. That'll be 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. I say the Central time because that's what time we're on here in Nashville.
It's throwing us off.
It is throwing us off. So I don't think the show's going to go to midnight tonight.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know.
We'll see. Okay, so we'll keep things rolling with Mike Ocean up next right here on JD Foxx Radio.
I'm the last one standing every Saturday night.